the general layout of the room. Like there are some steps at the back, but in general it's just kind of like an oval room. Cthulhu's in the center. Because his main like abilities when he's in phase one, the eye, is going to be the eye beam. This is going to like on the first hit, it'll hit for about 2,500, but then it's going to jump every time it's linked to another player close by. So say someone aggroed it right now, and we were all together, like we'd just all get one shot, because it would like link to the first person double, link to the second person double, and so on. So he's also like when we like go in, if you look at the group positions, this is like kind of generally where we're gonna be spread out. Don't pay attention right now because I haven't like sorted the groups in game, but just take into consideration like you'll be assigned a group, you find your group on the map, and then when we go in on the pool, you'll run over, try not to link anyone, and just get to where your group is positioned.
Your friends will abandon
There'll
you.
be a melee of each group assigned with a mark that will correspond with their group. Because of the linking, you can only really have one melee per group DPSing the eye at one time. Everyone else will just be spread out. So the whole aim of the game in phase one is to DPS the eye of Cthulhu down to bring phase two along. While people are DPSing the eye, what's going to happen is that he'll summon claw tentacles. They'll come out of the ground at random on a player. They'll knock them up, or knock them back, I should say, and do like a couple of damage, like maybe like 1,000 or so damage to them in the knockback. They'll just like stay up, and you need to kill them. Like some melee can like you can face tank them. They don't do
Your
that much damage.
courage
But if
will fail.
you don't have anyone in melee range, then they just despawn and respawn under someone else. So you just want to take them down ASAP. Like if there's like a claw tentacle that spawns near your group, you just turn and you cast one spell or do one kick or one sinister strike, and then through collective effort it should be dead. There will also be 8 eye tentacles spawning at the edge of the like black cloud around Cthulhu. And these like every like 45 seconds or so they'll come up, and when they spawn immediately they'll start mind flaying someone, and this ticks for like 700 shadow
Your
damage a tick,
courage
which is why you need like greatest shadow buffs. So yeah, again, these are killed ASAP. You just kill the one closest to you in your segment. The most important thing is to just just kick, counter spell, do anything you can to stop the mind flay, like just to lower the raid damage. Like that, it'll die anyway, but the sooner you stop the mind flay, the less taxing it'll be on the raid. So while there's like claw tentacles around, eye tentacles, there'll also be a thing called a dark glare, and this is like happens like once a minute or whatever. And then basically like Cthulhu will go red, and he'll do like a super mega beam, which will rotate like 180 degrees through the room, but it's like very slow. Despite it being slow, if it hits you, it's going to one shot you. I forgot how much it hits for. It's like 100k shadow damage if you get caught, so you're going to die. So when the dark glare happens, all groups are going to they're going to slowly shift around 180 degrees basically. That's what happens. You just watch out where the dark glare is, you move around with the other groups, make sure you keep killing eye tentacles and claw tentacles. When he is doing the dark glare, there's going to be no eye beams, so you don't have to worry about linking too hard during that. Only towards the end when he'll stop and start eye beaming people again. It's basically it's like a really technical control fight. So you just need to keep on top. You need to kill tentacles as soon as they spawn, and then just DPS Cthulhu and stay spread. And that's what the add-on's really useful for. Like it tells you who you're linking, who it is, if they're in your group. The most important thing is just to not link. Like if you link 2 people, the second person probably will die. If you link 3 people, they definitely will die.
Death
Anymore, and it's just like
is
what else?
close.
This cthun model has a misspelling. It says too near with 1 O.
How about you make your own, dude?
Mine says
It's free.
linking.
The spelling of it doesn't matter too much right now. So yeah, so that's what's gonna happen in phase 1. We'll just be DPSing the eye, killing tentacles as they spawn, running around from dark left.
So
Then when you kill the eye, that's when phase 2 is gonna begin. What did you have, Mother?
I thought if melee go on tentacles, they will link, right? So you shouldn't.
Yes, which is why it's like you don't all dive in on one. Like say, like look at the group positions. If you see like where group 1 is in the north,
Yeah.
if like a tentacle spawns there, all of group 1 just turn around and like do it. A caster in group 8 and group 2, they can just turn and like start casting ranged without linking, and so on. So when we kill the eye, the eye is just gonna like despawn, and then uprises cthun in his all-powerful form. When this happens, we're just gonna like converge into the small area at the south, because it doesn't really matter staying and spread out around him now. So when the whole raid will be at the south, if you see like the red box, that's because these like 8 small eye tentacles, they'll continue to like spawn up and mind flay people. So you need to have like some melee, some casters, just be watching the back of cthun and just kill the eye tentacles around there. Like just run around and take them all down every like 45 seconds. So when it's phase 2, we're all grouped up at the entrance. There's going to be some similar things to phase 1 and some not similar things. There'll be claw tentacles, except this time they're giants. And like the giant ones, they have to be tanked by a warrior. They have to. Like they'll hit really hard. They've got like 93,000 HP. And then there'll also be giant eye tentacles. And these are like 50,000 HP, give or take. And basically it's just like, it's like a giant eye tentacle. And its ability will be to do like a green eye beam, just like cthun did phase 1. So if it casts it, it's going to like link some people and kill some people. So rogues can stun it, you can kick it, you can silence it, you can counterspell it. You just need to do everything you can to stop it casting. And just like in phase 1, like the absolute priority is always taking down the tentacles as soon as possible.
Death
Yep.
is close.
I'll get into that later. So while phase 2 is still going on, what's going to happen is random players will be forward by cthun into the stomach, and then inside the stomach there'll be 2 tentacles inside, and once these tentacles inside the stomach are dead, what's going to happen is that cthun will be weak for 45 seconds and you'll be able to attack him and damage him. So people will be like kind of like going inside
Courage will fail.
the stomach, like 1 person every 10 seconds or something like that. And then when you're inside the stomach, you get a debuff, which stacks like every 5 seconds or whatever. So you can't actually be in the stomach for too long. You wait for like 5 to 10 stacks of this like debuff, and then you leave the stomach, even if the tentacles aren't dead. You can always leave the stomach at any time. The tentacles don't have to die. You can just run to like the entrance, get on like the black platform, and you get ejected. So because of this, you always want to kind of like rotate a healer inside the stomach. So for example, let's say me, Hawkeye, and Jaden are inside the stomach, and we've all got like a couple of debuffs maybe. If then like Lumi enters the stomach, Hawkeye is then going to leave, and then Lumi's going to take over healing people inside as they DPS the tentacles. If you're like a high value raid member, like a tank, then you run out of the stomach straight away. You don't even like wait around, you just leave because you're not needed there. You're needed to tank tentacles outside. So then the aim is to kind of like you pop and kill the last tentacle inside the stomach. Kind of when you have like a good opening. Okay, so like a good time would be you've just killed a giant claw tentacle, and then you pop it, and then he's weak, and you don't have to kill anything else while you're damaging him. Because when Cthulhu's weak, there's going to be no more stuff spawning until he's immune again.
Sounds good.
So that's the whole thing. You just rotate people in the stomach. You kill the tentacles inside while controlling the claw and eye tentacles outside. You go through a couple of weakness phases while we take them down. The most important thing really is the pull, and like people just not linking other people, and people paying attention, like turning and killing tentacles near them rather than just focusing on the boss. Now is a good time for questions if anyone has any.
How do we
Can we,
guarantee that
can we
there's
swap
a...
the groups around?
You betray your
How do
friend.
we guarantee that there's a healer inside?
Yeah, I'll do that now. What did you say, Yulimi?
Well, you said you need a healer to be inside the stomach, but
Yeah,
Well,
like
the
random
random
people, random people get taken. So like, say for example there isn't a healer in the stomach, and everyone inside it has some debuffs. They can just leave, like they just leave, and then once you leave the stomach, your debuffs get removed. So when things
essentially-
get too bad in there, you just leave.
so essentially we wait until a healer is inside.
Close.
No, you can
And-
still like do a little damage, and then when you start to get low or whatever,
I mean,
you
ideally.
just go out.
After the first big eye beam, the groups will be like 180 degrees switched, right?
Exactly, yeah. And the melee who will be on Cthulhu in phase 1 will be marked, so you kind of just follow your mark around. It helps it out.
He also can't eye beam when he does the big eye beam, right?
Yep, exactly. Yes. I'll explain the pool back here. Everyone come back.
Real quick. The only way to leave the stomach is to kill the tentacles, right?
Nope.
No, you run
You can
outside.
leave at any time. You can run out at any time. You just go on the black platform.
Oh. Okay, because on 3
So
craft I
don't
got
feel
stuck there.
free. Yeah, don't feel free like you have to stay inside. Yeah.
Okay.
When you get like enough debuffs or your health goes low, you just stand on the black platform and you get ejected.
Okay. I'm a brainlet then.
Please don't finish them off until we call for it.
Exactly. You can finish. You can like kill one, and then work on the second. But the second needs to like be low HP and held there until it's a good time to pop it. Okay, so like the whole raid stack up on me here. On me. Okay, so this like hall, this like opening here. Let's pretend this is the room. This is the entrance to Cthulhu. Okay. So how it's gonna work is that, you know, just like I'll pretend I'm you. I'm gonna be wearing like full nature gear, and I'm gonna have like a nature pot, so I'm gonna have like a lot of soak against ivy. What's gonna happen is that I'm gonna be the first person with my nature gear to take the ivy and hits. And how I'm gonna do that is I'm just gonna strafe across the opening and then run to the side, and then there'll be like about maybe like 8 seconds or so when only me, Kino over here in my nature gear, is getting hit by the ivy from inside. And while I'm over here, that's when everyone else goes in. So like, I go over, then everyone else goes in. So if you want to Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, outside. You don't have to be inside. Yeah, and you target cthun as soon as he targets Kino, you move. So let's do like a test. Let's do a little test. Okay, so everyone stack up. Like Kino, you move to the side.
Your friend.
No. Okay, everyone stack up. You need to keep going. It's really important. You need to keep going. Okay, then everyone like moves in and goes to like their side. But it has to be like one really swift motion. Okay, so go again. And you need to keep going. You don't stop because when you strafe over the opening, you're gonna get in combat. You're gonna take it. You don't have to worry about like stopping for. Okay, so go again. And then everyone goes in and goes around the edges. You want to kind of like, you know, the black kind of like cloud stuff. You want to kind of like ride along there until you reach your space. And split up either side, of course. So then Kino's going to take the first 2 I-beams by doing this, and then it's going to go to a random person. So you need to target cthun, and then, okay, so like everyone, let's move in, and then we're here. We're like, Kino's taking the first 2 things, and now I've been targeted by the I-beam. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to peel off and get away from everyone else. So I don't link any of you guys who are still like running in. Kind of like a couple seconds each.
You are weak.
Yeah, basically you're passing over the entrance, and then you're going far enough, like here or whatever. Just go far enough and stop that you're not going to link anyone who's running in at the time. No, he'll shoot you through the wall. That's why it's important that no one like goes in front of it while we're all around here, because the chain beam is going to link like all the way to us back here and kill us, even though we're behind the wall.
I got a question.
Yep.
Are these the groups that we're going in with?
No, I'm going to change it. Okay.
Same.
If you want to go get a drink or use the bathroom quickly, go now while I move the groups around.
Okay.
Number
Let
one
me
or number
just
two?
let me just grill my steak real quick.
Can we log out?
Switch voice.
If you have a flask, then
Got like 7 minutes.
no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just stay logged on.
You might want to pop a new
Straight
one.
flash. Yeah.
Only when we're about to fall.
Do you want to drink another flask if we're going to run out? Or see how it goes first?
No, we'll drink one for sure, but not now. Just wait while we're still explaining and doing groups.
You will die.
I'm back.
We'll come back.
Death is close.
It does.
It is.
Just not cool enough.
You just didn't notice. It's a gray color.
Your
It's
heart will
it's
explode.
random. I've gotten 2 the whole time. So.
He just whispered me saying my heart's gonna explode.
If you haven't already, you need to stack 1 greater nature and 1 greater shadow before we go in. Because like it's the first time we'll be doing the eye beam, I wouldn't say like you mongoose and stuff until we actually are all in position and no one's like we haven't like lost half the raid before we're like 20 seconds in. So just like hold off on some consumes until we actually get in position and we haven't all died.
Your friends will abandon you.
We're barely wide, so we should have shit out. But what if it goes right once? Like you're busy popping consumes.
It's only 1 button.
I mean, sure for you guys.
Well, if
There's
you
not
feel
really
like it, just pop.
Like you have so much
Just do it
damage on this
now.
fight anyway.
Not like balls to the wall for 15 minutes. There's a lot of downtime and standing around.
Like most of it is just waiting for shit to happen in your sector.
Okay, so now there should be a healer in every group. Right?
Your heart will explode.
A healer in every group, tanks are split up. Warlocks are in the tank groups. Is there anything else that we really need?
People should look at the image again to make sure they have the right group.
Just let's just make sure the groups are right.
People need to know where they're going.
Can anyone see anything wrong with the groups right now in terms of healers being spread?
Just looking like 1.
That should be good.
Yeah.
You can go back to regular gear.
Yeah, you can go back to regular gear. Just fair. There's no place in the
One thing that I would probably switch is I'd put the 2 healer groups between the groups that have only 1 healer, because now we have like 1 and 8 have 2 healers each. So that's a lot of healing like on.
Oh yeah, like have them opposite ends.
Yeah.
Good point.
So they can help like the 2 sectors on this side.
Where's the other double healer? Oh yeah, that's good.
8 and 1.
So that would be probably better. Let's just try and get a warrior into the group too.
Warrior.
Warrior.
You betray your friend.
Yeah, so.
Wait, I have a question.
Sure.
Are we supposed to have a green light on this CTW at all times, or only when it's called out?
All times during phase 1.
Okay.
Come over to me, Jaren. Move. No one else but Jaren. Okay, so you see me like linking, right?
Yeah, and then like here I'm green.
Exactly, yeah. So only in phase 1 do you have to really pay attention to this.
Alright, cool.
In phase 2 there'll be the giant eye beams that do the green eye beam, but we'll be able to interrupt them and stun them. So the most common and easiest way to wipe in phase 2 is not interrupting the eye beam, and then everyone gets chained and dies. So rogues, like even mages, counterspelling, like everyone needs to do their best to stop them casting. Never let them cast. Okay, these groups look good now, right? Anyone disagree? Anyone think anyone should be moved?
So just in phase 2, do we all regroup at the front?
Yes, we'll all regroup, and then like let's just say like rogues and I don't know, hunters take care of like the ones behind when they spawn.
Do
I mean, it'll be pretty natural when it does spawn. Like people will rush around and kill them.
But do we need to have any healers staying behind for the tentacles?
Yeah, but you can kind of just be like, like say like let's assume Lumi, right, is cthun, and then we're all on this side stacked here. You can kind of have healers like to the left and right a little, like quite close to cthun, and then you'll be able to reach like the people behind. But the thing is, like the giant tentacles, they're gonna spawn on top of people, so you don't want like everyone to like start spurging and running random places, because then if you get like an eye tentacle on the other opposite side of the room and no one can go and interrupt it, then it's gonna wipe you.
Yeah.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
We have 2 melee in a group, right? So for my example, I got Toilet in my group. So Toilet says he's gonna be on the eye. Am I just gonna stand in the back, not linking?
Yeah, you're a cock.
You're just
Yeah,
picking
that's
up
kind
the
of how it
tentacles
is.
from the
Like,
small.
unfortunately, there's only space for one.
Yeah, it's fine.
You
That's
have
fine.
arrows, right? So, yeah.
No throwing weapons.
So
So just stay somewhere, not linking someone, and focus on tentacles.
Inside inside the 8th of the room, which your group is supposed to occupy.
Wait, why not somewhere?
Because exposed armor is more minus. Cthulhu itself has no like threat table. Like he's not like Cthulhu is attacking, so you want to use exposed armor because it's more minus armor.
We don't have improved exposed armor on anyone.
I think it still should be more minus.
No, it's not.
Just shoot some dice, fine.
So for the melee that are on the eye, are they supposed to swap, or will that create link problems?
No, you don't swap. Like if you're assigned, if you're like the mark of your group, you're just on the eye constantly. You're watching out for like the melee to the left and right of you, making sure you're not linking, and then everyone else, your like group members behind you will like base their positioning on that.
Okay.
Can we mark up the groups?
Yeah, I'll mark up the melees. Oh yeah, and it's worth saying that like Cthulhu himself is never tanked. You just DPS him. He can't be tanked in phase 1 or phase 2. The only things you'll be tanking are the like tentacles that come out.
Double check the image to see where you should be going.
Yeah, I'll just assign the melees. Yep.
You will die.
Just run straight across first, just to be sure.
When the mega beam happens, do we all move at the same time and like in formation?
You'll see it. Like you can't. It'll be really obvious when you see it.
And yeah, we'll all like slowly rotate, and then we'll just take up positions like on the opposite side to where we were. Just just watch your like melee slowly move around, and then spread out behind them. There's a lot of room in the
The thing that'll kill us when that happens is the mind flay, the eye tentacles.
Yeah, exactly. So when it's like the dark glare, and everyone's moving around, you want to slowly move around so you're still occupying the spaces, because you don't want to all be on one side and then there's mind flay tentacles on the other side.
Okay. We all understand?
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah, asking.
I'm just marking.
Yeah, just say when to re-flask so we all
I will.
synced up with it. Luffy, can you log in?
Luffy doesn't work bots.
I mean, like, you're going to have to re-flask anyways, most likely, so...
Do a ready check, just... So.
Just give me a second, Mark. Okay, so for example, Resnick is the skull of Group 8, the mark. But for Group 8 people, so that's Bart, Designated, Luffy, and me.
Okay, I'm back.
You have to realize that what's going to happen is that Resnick's skull for his group is going to disappear, because like Big Wig is going to put skull on anyone who's going to get hit by the eye beam. So just like pay close attention to Resnick. I'll try and like just actually wait. I'll give you a assist Resnick, and you just like reapply it at times.
Sure.
Tick tock, round the clock.
Okay,
we
so that should
rebuff?
be... Yeah, let's rebuff now.
Let's go in white, boys, so we can redo this trash. Got a 30-minute respawn timer.
No, it's not 30 minutes. At least on the swing.
Call out buffs if you have them low. Also, let's
Priest,
get
make
all
sure you do shut up, bro.
let's get all the melee marks stacking up along this corner, along this wall.
You are already dead.
Guys.
Melee marks.
Just line up. Spread yourself out. Okay, so let's just like everyone step back if you're not a melee. Step back, step back, step back. Okay, so let's just have a little practice. Find your mark and just like line up in front of them.
Where the fuck is better?
Maybe off the mounts.
Yeah, the mounts don't help. Okay, so this is just so like you have to pay attention to where your group is in the room at the time.
Your friends will abandon you.
Okay, I think it's probably time to give it a go and see how we do.
Yeah.
So let's just like let's
Pop
mount
flasks.
up if you have it.
The
Three
first
flasks.
time,
We'll just
Yes.
no wait back here, wait back here,
Last go.
wait back here just a sec.
How come Resnick has to be the skull?
first time, it sounds like a lot of information, but once you get in there and actually wipe it, it'll make
Yeah.
sense.
And make sure now you look at Discord and you look at the map and you see where your group's going. Group 8's gonna be like northwest, kind of. Just look at the map. It makes it much easier if you just look and see your group and where you're gonna go. Okay, so if you have a mount up. Otherwise, just like stack to the right here, and we'll just do a dummy pull with Kino, just to make sure everyone knows like how to do.
Dummy
Come back,
pull,
come
don't
back, come
run.
back.
You don't want us all running and die.
No thanks. And let's assume that I'm cthun in here, so you guys need to go to the left if you're in a group on the left, and to the right if you're in a group on the right, and just like float around. Okay, so Kino, go back, just do that again. You need to give
That's
one.
Itagi who's doing it.
Epic. Okay. So that's kind of it. You don't want to go too soon after Kino. Just wait until cthun hasn't targeted, and then we can go.
Yeah.
Okay, so just make sure you've got kind of like both your shadow and your nature protection pot on right now, and then
Can you
for more
target
expensive,
from me?
yeah, just tar eye.
Uh,
Oh no, that goes eyelash.
I have two questions. Which protection potion should we reapply?
Probably shadow.
Honestly, both. It depends. Like,
Yeah.
if you get hit by an I-beam and it takes out your whole nature pot, then do a new nature. If you get like mind flayed a lot, then do shadow.
Okay.
Okay, so just take some consumes now. and then
But
go.
second question, should we use Dragon Lace?
No more questions. Just fucking please.
I don't know if the
Yes.
dragon chain.
Dragonlings don't chain. Okay. When you have your consume, let's move up a bit. Just stay on the right, do not peek.
Good luck, bros.
Good luck, fam.
Holy shit, he's right there.
Do not peek, do not peek. Don't go close to the opener.
Try to stack up.
Target next either you can get his target, which is cthun.
I got cthun too.
Can click cthun from here.
Remember, bros, don't be scared.
Like, come up to the shapes. You guys don't have to be so far back.
Say when we can use the dragon lance.
Okay, Kino, just come to the right a sec. Yeah, where I am. Only Kino. So, let's say like this is the hallway, right? So you're going to the left. You can stop like about here. About here is fine. And then everyone else will just go.
Can we
You
use
ready,
dragon lance?
bros? I don't think
boy,
we
pop
need to for first attack.
Just do a
You
call
can
down.
pop
is
a
it.
mount up. Just pop a
Your
mount up now.
friends will abandon
I'll
you.
do a countdown, and then on pull you'll run to the left, and then everyone else will float in and go to your group positions. If you're a melee and you don't have a mount, it does help to use like a swift pot, like any like
Playing
sprint
we
or
had
whatever.
space.
Yeah, all rogues should just sprint.
Let's do it.
Okay, just a sec. Okay, are you ready, Kino? I'm gonna push a button. It's gonna do a countdown from 5 and raid warning. Then on pull, you run over, and everyone else floats in, and then we'll do cthun. Okay, ready?
And before wipe on pool.
In. Float around the edges. He's gonna target someone else now. Go shoot. Go away. Go away from go shoot. Okay, everyone get in position. Stop
Do it.
linking people. Just start
Oh,
down again now.
Like,
Yep, kill the tentacles in your side. Make sure you're not linking it.
Brittany, I think you're in the wrong spot.
There's gonna be the small eye tentacles coming up soon.
It's glaring.
Take down the eye tentacles.
They're clear. Start moving.
Just start moving over, guys.
Counter clockwise, go clockwise.
Move slowly.
You see it, Bart? You need to move.
There's a
It's not near
tentacle
me.
back there.
Come on, keep moving.
You gotta get to your position.
Another
Need to
claw
move under
tentacles
to
up.
80%.
Hey, you should be at position 4. That's where you want to be.
You need to keep moving forward, dude. You need to keep moving clockwise.
It's ending soon, so get 180 of your position. There's going to be quite a lot of people linked right now.
Yeah.
Kill the small eye tentacles.
People are completely in the wrong spots.
There's nobody on the left at all.
There's still eye tentacles up. Like there's a lot of you around there.
I need to get closer.
Need more people killing your claw tentacles. Beam incoming. Squish.
Kill the eye tentacles.
So now, Bart, you go back to 8.
It's going counterclockwise, so...
Alright, I get it. I think I get it.
If you're position 4, you're 4 and 8. 1 is 1 and 5. 2 is 2 and blah 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 blah.
Also, yeah, Yats, you were at like group 2 while you were 5.
Pizza slices.
It's ending in 4, 3, move to your sides.
That ability isn't.
Here we go.
Another popular. gonna end in 5, 3. You should be on your opposite sides now. Okay, it's gonna be a white team. That was good. That was actually good for first attempt. With most
We had
people not being inside.
some people at like complete opposite sides, by the way.
Yeah, so what happens when the dark glare comes, your group has to move to the other side.
Exactly. You
Some
just move
people
180.
remain in the same place.
It's really
Dark
simple.
glare.
Just
We'll
look
have
at
to-
the map.
We'll just go over it.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can't, if you're not going to get hit by the dark glare. It matters
Exactly.
is all the groups move.
You just need to fill the space and be able to kill the tentacles inside there. Okay, let's base run in.
Also, should we have like kind of ease up the positioning at the start? Should we have like always the healers like behind, like DPS, range DPS in middle and melee DPS close, so it's not.
Yeah, we could do that. Although, like, if we have healers, if we have
Well,
healers,
just to get like a
at the back,
general idea about your position.
yeah, we could do.
The more mounts we get, the easier it is.
Like, you should kill them.
They need to die
should.
because they'll just keep adding up. And dark
If
glare
there's
is a good
a-
chance to try to clean it up, but you do have to make sure you move all the way.
If there's a tentacle in your area, whether it's a claw or an eye, and you're not going to link anyone by damaging it, then do it. Like, even if you link like one other person who's damaging it, you should still go over and hit it.
Is the
problem with the claw tentacles is like if you leave them alone, they're going to despawn. So you might think like it's okay, but in reality, what happens is that the claw is just going to submerge, and then it'll just like re-emerge under like a healer or someone else, and it'll just continue to fuck people up.
So is there a way
kill
to
tentacles.
teleport there, or do we need to like do the gauntlet?
I think we just need to ride there.
Can we just pop pods, right? You can just use an HP.
Yeah, you can just go in, pop protection pods. And yeah, every ad can be stunned, it can be kicked, you know. You can even gouge the eye tentacles and stuff like that.
Yeah, if people didn't understand like
Take a
like
ball
5 and
and
the groups 5 and 4 are the ones that are like, closest to when we come in.
Like if you're group 1, you need to know position 1 and 5. If you're group 2, you need to know position 2 and 6. If you're group 3, you need 3 and 7. If you're 4, it's 4 and 8. So you're not just
Room isn't positioned from south to north, so you have to look where you are from the entrance.
Hey, you can teleport to the Emperor directly from the...
Oh, they added
Are
that?
you sure that works?
It should
Added that. It's so great.
Did you try?
Hey, where is it?
The guy who you buy the gear from, there's a teleport that teleports you to Cthun. I don't know if he's actually in the game right now though.
Lying.
Is that added later?
I think someone
believe
said that
so.
it was added later, but we can.
Yeah, it was a later thing.
Is it now or no?
Nope.
It's not there.
Later patch, okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for the warrior cocks.
Well, let's get grinding, boys.
Okay,
Can you
warlocks,
before
the
he's
last
dead?
Yeah, reset.
Are you guys bigwigs warnings like named really stupid things like tentacle rape party?
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
Dark layer.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's like some person's personal memes.
It was made in 2005. What do you expect?
I'm pretty sure you can turn it off as well.
Yeah, just turn off bigwigs.
No,
I looked at Dark
like,
Layer
if you go into where is that?
I hate the fucking.
If you go on like bosses, AQ, cthun, there's like an option to turn off like
yeah, rape jokes are funny.
Yeah.
Tentacle
think
alert.
You don't like memes?
There's
You don't like memes, dude?
There is some mobs in the Fancris tunnel up, so
There's a few.
very careful.
Talk about
So when the laser beam, like the eye, starts circling the room, like, so I guess we need to like slowly inch forward to the next position, right?
Yep.
Like,
I mean,
kind of
exactly.
synchronized. Yeah. So like, don't just fucking start instantly
Yeah, don't
running.
just like run over.
Yeah.
Just
like
keep
slowly
turning around.
sidestep a bit, like
It's
sidestep
just-
a few steps at a time.
He doesn't do the chain beam though, right? When he's
No,
No.
he doesn't.
Otherwise, it'd be
as long
fun.
as long as you end where you're supposed to be, it's it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter how long it takes you to get there.
Yes.
Yep.
It
I mean, you
spawns
have to be
mobs.
there at the end. The problem is like when it ends, when Dark Lair ends, what's going to happen is that he's going to start beaming people. So if you're not in exactly the right position, and the people in the groups that next to you aren't in the right position, you're going to link people. Like you should already be like kind of like spaced out before Dark Lair ends.
Well, and if you're running around but you've got time to do shit, then that's when you can kill tentacles.
Yep.
Like,
Like
if you
got,
have
like, what, 10,
multiple
20
monitors,
seconds.
just have the picture open at once so you can figure out if you,
You don't
like,
need to
know
have the
where
picture
yeah.
open.
Yeah, but if you
Just go over the
for some
fact that,
yeah.
I don't know, if you're group 5, you end up at 1.
Yeah,
And the
so
other way
I'm
around.
gonna
It's that
space the
simple.
tanks. I'm gonna space the tanks further around for the place.
Like, me and Lexi were alive till the very end. Just because we moved to the slice we were supposed to be at.
I mean, I will say the more people that die, the easier it is to deal with eye lasers.
It's because most like you need to
Have more
move
space.
in a synchronized manner. You can't just rush over to where you're supposed to be and then wait there.
And should we like I don't know if it's a smart idea, but if like a group that only has one healer loses a healer, should we like try and have one of the 2-man groups switch a healer into?
Probably.
That's way too
We
confusing.
can, yeah, I don't think we should
If
bother
you
with
move
that.
like that, you're going to end up
If you're in
killing
range,
people.
heal them. If
Yeah.
you see like, oh, there's a dead healer in that group, I should help.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Well, at least you only
Yeah,
lost
and
like
I
6
mean
on the pole.
the healers from the nearby quadrants should be able to help you. So.
Well, yeah, they'll be in range, so just make sure you call it out. Like,
Imagine having 7 agility on your boots right now.
Yeah.
I need the blocking. I mean, who needs minor movement? It's stupid.
Alright, I'm the only person whose big wig is still going off.
Mine is not.
How about now? Where's that?
I don't know. I'll tell you in 17 seconds when Tentacle Rape Party Pleasure shows back up.
So dumb.
Nope, still there. Happened in 5
Just
seconds.
reload or something. I can't fix it though. I think like we only had about maybe like 4 people died to the initial beams, maybe.
It was on the left side.
It was a bit too stacked around 1 and 2, but that was because like one person was a bit wrong, and I think Lifria and Birdney were a bit confused, but I know.
No, there was
But
one
then-
other group that got too close, so I just had to stand really far back.
Yeah.
Just not to fuck it up and just observe because.
Yeah.
I guess one thing, I guess for us, so like we're in group 8, maybe we can like run on the back wall because at least everyone else gets to stop. We just got to keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a decent.
Because I think what happened was we were trying to run through group 6 and 7. Group 6 and 7 are trying to find their happy place. I think what happened is like it either hit Sav or hit somebody else, and it beamed and chained like 5 people and killed 3 of us. We just had, and unfortunately, since we don't have mounts, some of us take forever to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can pop like a Skull of Impending Doom. if you
Yeah,
don't
like I had space for that.
Yeah?
You should now.
You should just carry it in your hand.
Yeah.
I like you do damage here anyway.
Maybe we should change the groups to the guys without mounts, so me at the start.
Nah, as long as we move to the back wall, we're fine.
There's a lot
As
of
long
us. Notes.
just
We
as
just
long
do
as
it
you
here.
just if people know it and they're aware of it, they'll just help us out. That's right. As long as people are aware that some of us are moving 3 times as slow as you, and get the fuck out of our way, we'll be fine.
Also, don't forget, like, the eyes can spawn all the way basically in the wall, like, at the edge, like what happened at the start. Like, you had a couple of tentacles all the way basically in the wall. You have to kill those as well, otherwise they pick at the healers.
I'm actually very surprised the trash hasn't respawned yet.
That's not what it's like.
You will betray Fred.
He sounds like he's like the voice.
Yeah, I know.
Super Bowl.
Explode hard.
You will die.
Explode.
You will miss Super Bowl.
Yeah, we gotta make sure we're interrupting the eyes. CCing.
Everyone should
If
have.
you're DPSing the eye as a melee, you should be turning around to hit the small eye tentacles behind you.
As long as it's not gonna link you, right?
It's okay if it links like one other person.
Okay, so
the other thing is that the beam has a cast time, and Bigwigs tells you it'll tell you like you're being shot. So you can DPS the eyes, and then if you see like you or the tank or whoever is
Exactly.
going to be hit,
Yep.
you can just run back to Cthulhu.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think we should set up like an order of who's standing closest in your group and stuff? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the group,
Nah.
figure that shit out themselves.
Yeah, so it kind of gets complicated unless you figure it out between your own group.
Yeah.
I mean, you can stand next to him as long as you're just aware of the green circle in the middle of your screen. You can get to melee on Cthulhu if you really want to, as long as you're just aware of your surroundings. But then again, it's not a race.
Yeah.
Nothing happens if this fight takes 45 minutes.
But our hearts will explode.
Is everyone here?
No.
No.
Lexi, Resnick, the other rogues are still running.
Surprise, fucking surprise.
If I only had a red resonating crystal.
I mean, it's okay to do like in and out.
People still don't have dagger skill. Need to be smart.
Why is there a corpse here?
Wow.
Right here.
Remember the prey bot?
That's a female dwarf corpse.
Yeah, that's a female. That's Tisme. What the?
I got to relog. To stop
I mean,
this,
Tangerine.
tentacle rape party.
Mix them up all the time.
Are we trying to run for Cthulhu?
Mm-hmm.
Sam,
Hey,
why
here's
is
his
that?
walls. He's a god. You know?
Oh, that's why I was. Oh, I guess it wouldn't work with our pulling strategy. So I was saying like with the way our guild did, which I don't recommend it because we've had many of entrance wipe. We would split the raid in two, one on the left side, one on the right side, and we'd all just funnel in. But that's because we weren't smart enough to think about the hunter strategy.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the way we did it too.
Group 2 for 1 shadow front.
Hunter strategy actually makes more sense.
Group 4 for shadow protection. I think.
Yeah.
You dead.
Guys, let's move up.
Are you gonna remark?
Yeah.
Like, so once you see it, it makes more sense.
Is close.
Hey boys. Is anyone still not ready?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Are you ready, Tina? Okay, everyone just stack up in the box. Okay, I'll do the backup.
Wait, I got my move. My group got moved. Which one's
Yeah,
my
you and Fevday got swapped.
Okay, I'm on Vernay Nipple. Okay.
Javel.
Oh.
Come on.
A lot of space close to the back.
Where are you, Smaglin? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Femdead, stay out.
Tentacle squish.
Dark glare.
It's a
You're following Resnick. Yeah, this sculpture shit ain't working.
That's okay, just go to double position.
Just keep them.
Oh shit, my game just crashed.
My
Yeah,
game
mine
crashed.
crashed.
Oh shit.
Thanks, 3.
Okay,
Fix
it's
it.
ending soon. You should be in your new position.
Oh, Bart.
Did I die?
Yeah, you died.
Yep.
That's still recharging.
God damn. No ghost too.
Yo, put up Sunders and shit on the eye.
Tentacles soon.
Dark glare.
Out of way.
Ending in 5. You should be close to where your new side is.
Please leave the boss to go on the tentacles.
Vert me a little bit to left.
Keep getting thrown into fucking balls.
Dark glare. On 1.
Tentacles.
Close tentacles, guys. Maybe you need to FaceTime someone. Claws. Just keep moving. Ends in 5, you should be close to 180 now. 2, 1.
Epic.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Nice.
It's too far away.
Keep it up.
That's still recharging.
Dark glare.
Dark glare on 6.
Moving clockwise.
Nice.
Someone kicked the.
My game crashed.
Game crashed.
That's the real boss.
Why is crash?
Try to log it.
It's one of the items.
Yeah, people really need to focus on claws and tentacle. It's the main thing. Fucking us up.
I mean, well, we had like 3 people die on the pool to the beam, which is okay, I get. But then we had like 6 or 7 people crash.
Anyway, yeah, 34% this time.
That's pretty good.
It is good. Run back.
Cthulhu engaged.
Can people without a mount just stay at the entrance? Or...
Start running up.
Like,
I mean, like warlocks, they don't have infinite amount of shots. Like there are no mobs to go.
Does this eye have infinite range?
Yes.
So it beams us from the entrance. If
well,
you
you
enter mid-fight.
You can't enter a raid mid-fight.
Do the tentacles spawn under you no matter what?
No, not under you.
Or
Pretty
like,
much.
the thing is, like,
The claw ones, they spawn under a player. The eye ones, they always spawn in a fixed position.
claw ones kick you away when they spawn under you, right?
Yes. There's
So
ones that
there's
slap
like
people around.
literally no way to guarantee that you won't chain people.
Yeah, so you're trying to do as much damage control as possible.
Can we
That's
get
why you try to
replacements
kill
for
the
people
claws
that go?
so they don't re-emerge under other people over and over.
If you're unlucky, you chain 2 people, but if it's good, you get knocked into another person only. From what I can gather. Me and Lumen got chain knocked into each other though, so that was good.
Yeah. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah, like we don't need more melee for this. We need either healers or range TPS to replace the people.
Yep.
Should we stay at the entrance to summon whoever's coming?
Oh yes, one warlock. Or like a few warlocks just stay at the entrance.
How many more tries?
Schedule module.
Until it's dead.
We always have
I'd rather go until it's dead, but Some
You
people say they
almost
might have to
killed
go
it.
relatively soon, so it's just going to depend on our numbers. And yeah, we'll do a repair bot before.
Bro, it's only 3:30 in the afternoon. I got
Are we
another
going to
8 hours of this.
Are we going to do the optional bosses tomorrow, or are we going to keep doing cthun and
Yeah.
cetera?
I think we should just down cthun and then do the other crap.
Down who?
I agree.
Who?
We've got until Wednesday to do bug trio and Aura.
What time, assuming we come back, are you going to try and come at, what was it, 10 server? What, I can't remember the server time. 10, 20, whatever it is. 35.
I'm confused as to what you're saying.
The server, like the
PM,
server time.
AM.
Like, is it 20 server time that you restart the raid, or I can't ever remember because I'm never there anyways.
You mean on Wednesdays?
On whatever days.
19:30. What's that?
Yeah,
do
that's what I'm
CG
talking
and
about.
shit at 8 p.m.
Infamy, let's go out and see if we can summon.
Okay.
So what's making us crash?
I think it's the add-on, TBH.
Cthulhu add-on.
Nothing really. You're probably too embarrassed that you fucked up and you're like, yeah, I'm crashing.
I didn't fuck up. I was the last
A
one
lot
to
of
die.
people actually crashed. Like people wouldn't just pay the.
Hey, look at this really
It
slow.
was
moving
lag,
game.
okay?
Also, there's actually have 2 WoWs open just in case, and I still died.
Yeah, you can like open up on your client in the background, right?
Dark
Oh,
Lair
shit.
Shambles.
Tentacle Rape Party XD. This fucking trek back is dreadful without a mouth. I mean, the trash will respawn tomorrow, right?
It should.
No, it should. I don't think it should. Like
see
the ones that for the bosses that we killed shouldn't respawn, right?
Those don't respawn. Yeah, that trash should respawn.
Ah. Oh, now they're aware of it?
Nah, they've known about it for ages.
I just like we know.
How do you release a raid without a working door?
Door stuck.
Door stuck. That's fucking classic, you know.
Guys, we can still beat Nit for there.
And
Genuine
make sure you
big
keep
sucker.
pre-potting, by the way. On the,
Oh,
Were they
shit.
on Cthulhu also?
I think they're on Cthulhu too.
Look on the bright side, we're getting more inventory slots.
Yeah.
So?
Just keep grinding.
Yes.
Don't give them any ideas, let them walk.
Anyone else lagging? Like with the Discord as well.
Frame or latency?
I don't know. I just hear people breaking up.
Don't
No,
have anything here,
it's
so it's
your
probably on your end.
Alright.
It works on my computer.
Works
Close
on
the
my
thread.
machine.
And like, should we have soul stones up on people and who?
We should definitely soulstone like healers every time we can.
Okay, looks like Millie accepted the invite by like Lazy Pig or something, and now probably has also has the Lazy Pig auto summon accept. It's AFK from the border. Okay, he's here at least. Let's just go and we can just try his first now, I guess.
Alright, I'm
just
lost.
let us know when you're not in combat so we can enter.
Does Millie know what he's doing?
Am I going the right way?
I think he's still over here.
Rezik, are we going the right way?
It's just a big circle.
Dude, imagine spacing out and then you realize, like, 10 minutes later, you're going the wrong way.
Imagine coming back to your PC after like being AFK and then you're in front of AQ. Spooky.
It's the Canadian blood.
So, is there like anything we could do to like prevent fucking chaining deaths? I mean, I guess it's kind of.
Everybody
I
just
mean, to
target.
like a certain extent, will always be kind of shaky when we don't have everyone with mounts. It makes it much harder.
I'd say we should
not even
target
bad, I
cthun. Let's target cthun when we enter.
The tentacles kick you back, like, you might just get screwed over and, like,
everyone should
get kicked into a bunch of people.
Entering the room, like if you only have one death, that means you're like on a solid attempt. Like for the most part, usually someone always dies. It just is
like,
what it is.
Even us having like 3 deaths or whatever last time, that was good. That was really good for a second time.
What if we make group 4 and group 5 the containment group for people without mounts?
That would actually be much better. 5 and 4, like, for slow people.
They don't have to go
No, but the
far.
thing is, we need melee in every group spread around. All melee don't have mounts. Like, it's impossible to make a non-mounted group because it's only melee who don't have them.
People without mounts is not so bad as long as you guys with mounts stay off the very back walls. Like you see those little pillars that look like you can't fit through them. They don't have like LOS. You can just run right through them. So if you have a mount, stay off the back walls. If you don't have a mount, use the back walls.
So people with mounts hug it tight and people without mounts go wide?
Yeah, if you don't have a mount, go wide.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, I made it that way. It took me, like, everyone was in, I was like the last person getting in position, but I had the farthest to run. I just took it slow and just waited. It's not a race. The first time I died because I tried to get there quick, and the second time I just took my time. But
There's
one
a
thing
slight
is,
chance that I went the wrong way.
one thing is I noticed is healers run to the back wall, so you have to be careful. Like if you're a healer, you see people trying to run through, just be mindful of it. And if you're running through, be mindful of the big, circle in the middle of your screen. Don't just run into people trying to run to your space.
Yeah. Also, don't we I know like the lock shards. Like if they don't have shards for someone, couldn't you just have farmed them before? Fucking go get like a bag of shards when you don't need all the consumes anymore.
I mean, you can kill the scorpions inside the tunnel or in Twinniper's room and just refill your shards.
Start buffing the full like groups one as they come.
Ten-minute corpsman.
Right here, don't need to summon me.
World of Warcraft gameplay. Just fucking kill me.
At least the trash doesn't respawn.
Very curious about that.
Oh no, guys. I gotta whisper, hey, I heard you can do 15 agility.
Yeah, get ready for that.
Is he healer?
As soon as the word gets out, you have nothing else to do.
Say 200J. See what he said.
You'll be on everyone's friends list, Lithria. We'll beg for you to log in.
I got contact by every fucking paladin when I had the Dawnbringers.
Trish Raga, I need a chant.
Your friends will abandon.
Just think, guys, if we practice this for months and months on a PTR, we'd be done by now.
If I've only been
Still-
done this for 20 hours on the PTR.
It's 2 days a week. Come on.
Yeah, but it's just 5 hours a day. What the fuck, guys? It's not about being neat.
I did Jiadong, but still at like Thankrus.
Most powerful meat.
Who hit a 7-hour raid night?
Ugh.
Not yet. We're still at 6. Well,
Well, I've
a little
been
under 6.5.
I've been like in game since what, like 3, because of all the shit with the island and stuff.
Yeah, we left. I'd put a solid hour and a half at least.
Well, this is a bit more riveting, so.
Honestly, the biggest surprise to me is that it's not fucking dying when we're inside. Like, the lag is not there at all.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. I thought it was gonna be like at the launch period for much, much longer.
Yeah, I thought we would
Server
just
isn't
be
at the same
suffering.
I don't know what they did, but they managed to make it good. Good for them.
No, what happened was is we had 7,000 people in Silitus, and then when everybody went to their own personalized instance, and they weren't in the exact same zone.
Personalized.
Yeah.
It was pretty
It's a
sudden.
very-
It's personalized for you. The Sav experience.
The Sav experience. I almost seeded, and then I couldn't get through the fucking gate.
I bet you seeded,
Sorry.
buddy.
Real talk, who seeded this shit?
Oh no.
So are we waiting for Millie or I guess not?
Your friends
What's
will
me?
abandon
No.
you.
Is the repair bot up yet? Since everyone's here now.
We don't have new red modes.
What damage type is that? The laser beam? Is it nature?
Nature.
Shadow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
which
yeah,
which beam? Which beam?
The
The
mind
green
flay
one.
is shadow. The green one is nature.
Alright, bros, I'm popping my blasted lance consume.
Prepare button skull, bro.
Depends.
I already popped all of mine.
Anybody else? 15 gold repair? Haha.
2.5.
If
Man,
I
can trade
count
me a stack of water.
if I count earlier repair, then it's at like 18.
Thank you.
Okay, pop up, guys.
I don't think it's a good idea to bring Millie without, like, the strats.
Roll buff.
Because he's just gonna chain someone and rip.
It's not that
It's
hard.
off the
though.
meters.
Don't shit talk my wife though.
Who fucking cares?
Make sure you have pre-potted resists, make sure you have consumes on, and I guess we can start attacking up, right? Is any, like, everyone has all the
Last
priest
up.
buffs at least. Make sure target the boss. As soon as you see Kino get targeted, just run to your quadrant.
Always skipping marks.
No, I'll do them.
Me raid leader. Me do marks. You run in.
Gate.
Your courage.
Alright, remember, melee outside, people with mounts on the inside.
Yep.
Wait, what? Melee isn't going out? Going in?
Talking about
Just don't. Just stay alive is a big goal. If you don't have a mount, be careful. Stay alive.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, boys.
Obviously, if melee all take a wide, we still can't stack up, or we'll still die.
I'll figure it out.
Can you do your
am I
math
ready?
for a moment?
Yep.
Nick?
Luthien.
Luthien.
Oh, come on.
I need to
Okay.
get closer.
When you have the beam on you, don't move. Let people run away from you.
Focus the tentacles.
happens, just keep going.
Yeah, you can.
Dark layer incoming.
Tentacles soon.
Get ready
There's a
to
tentacle
not.
behind us, Sam.
Dark layer 4.
Clockwise.
Start shifting around clockwise.
Try to
Kill the
interrupt the
tentacles while
tentacles
they're
as soon as they spawn.
Yeah, you need to tank them. Doglet ends in
Manlet,
10.
you're too far, I think. Or am I? Your group 8 manlet, you're way too far.
Yeah, I know. I know. Ice.
Don't stack.
Sunders on the eye.
I need to get closer.
No. Just there.
Dark layer.
Tentacles.
Clockwise.
Eye tentacles. Kick them. Kill them.
Clockwise.
Can't target these fucking things. It's
Yeah.
Just tap target them.
Ends in 15.
Original positions.
Keep it up.
Spread out.
Spread. Okay, sending.
Yeah, you chained. God damn it.
Ice.
Much better.
Yep. Keep there. New scorches on there.
Sunders.
Keep it up.
Dark layer.
8.
Dogler.
Eyes.
Eyes.
It's going counterclockwise.
You guys need to kick the iron tentacles. They're just mind flaying people and killing them.
Kill the eyes.
Good deal.
One of them needs to get counterspelled or something.
Come on.
It's in the thing. You can't really go kick it.
Yeah.
You get the face too.
Let's stay calm.
13%.
Okay, Doglet's over. You should be in your original place.
I'm in a bad spot.
Eye tentacles. Silence. Pick.
Fucking move.
Eyes.
If you don't hear beeping, just stay still.
Kill the claw.
Okay. Everyone's gonna move to the south here once this ends. Be sure to
Clear the
leave quickly for 10 gold.
Got it.
Everyone head to the south. Head to the south phase too now. Remember, the giant claws need to be tanked.
Try and
The
drink.
giant eyes need to be silenced. There's a giant claw over there.
Valk is getting up.
Just wait for it. It will submerge. It will submerge. Just wait. Here it comes. Tank it.
You can stun it, hodge it, whatever.
Okay, eyelash and zipper in the stomach. Start damaging the tentacles in there. Don't kill them. Leave the stomach when you have so many stacks of your health pistol. Giant eye. Silence kick. Kick.
Kill this one.
Kill the eye, guys. The giant eye. Kill the giant eye.
Silence kick. Yep.
3 plus protection pots. If you lose
Yep.
them. If you're DPS, that is. Healers probably need to do mana.
Eye tentacles. When it's eye tentacles and a giant claw, just tank the claw, kill all the eye tentacles around so they're not.
We have a tank.
We need melee to go north to actually get the tentacles in this phase.
They're on.
Giant eye and 2. And little samples.
Those giant claws do a ton of damage, so any stuns are really helpful.
Looks like the white place. That was a really good attempt though. How was it looking in the stomach? Earlier, Zipper?
Am I gonna die? 1 tentacle down, 1 left.
How much was the second one? Just
70%.
for progress. Okay.
What happens now?
Release.
No, I'm not dead.
Okay, but you'll take the stomach acid until you die.
Will I go out the other end? There is no stomach acid, it's gone.
Then just leave. Go on the platform.
I don't want to leave the exhaust pipe. Doesn't work. It won't fork me out. I'm stuck.
Okay,
the giant eye tentacles need to die as soon as they spawn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are they linked to the small eye tentacles? Like if he dies to this.
It says I'm dead, but I'm not.
I don't know. I don't believe so.
By the way, kill him first.
So.
Alright.
Yeah, and you can't interrupt them. They have to be stunned.
You are already dead.
You can interrupt them. You can kick them. You can counter them.
Also, like warlocks should be able to fear the eye tentacles. If there's a range, like one free casting at a range, you should just chain cast fear.
I'm gonna try relogging. Because it says I'm dead.
You are already dead.
I can't Hearthstone, I can't exit, I can't do anything.
Are we done? We lost a bunch of people.
1 sec.
The giant eye tentacles can't be tanked.
Now I'm dead.
Right?
No,
Because
they can't be. They just cast that the eye beam.
Alright.
Okay, so it looks like quite a few people have to go now. So I guess we'll continue this tomorrow.
Can we do the optional things now, or
No.
20 time.
Let's just leave it.
Okay.
That was really good though. Like we
it
can
was
definitely get
really
it done.
good for the first attempt. Like getting to phase 2 and our like third attempt with people without mounts is like super good.
Yeah.
We want to do AQ20 in like 1 hour.
Yeah, we could have
and
like a rest and then do AQ20.
The main thing about that is it's just frustrating as fuck. Like when you die on the run in, like it happened to me, and I know like it just sucks to people who die at the start. Like
really
there's
does.
not too much you can do. Like it's pretty much RNG at this point.
Yeah.
How long
we just need mounts for everyone. Then it's not gonna be.
How long is AQ20?
It's not that long, I think.
It's like ZG.
Like ZG.
Depends how much you wipe in the spots.
Do we log it out here?
It's up to you.
We'll just
Oh,
log
I'm
out.
raid logging since I have 1 hour for the flask left.
Yeah, go for it.
The fortunate thing is we can know how to drop consumables. So for Cthulhu, us mountlets can bring
don't
swift
go
spots and
outside.
stuff.
Should we stack like all in the south? Like we all stacked on top of each other and the giant tentacle basically blew us up every time. Is that?
Am I able to log out in the instant?
Yeah, you are.
I mean, like
We
healers and
didn't
stuff
kill it.
should be spread.
People ignored it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it shouldn't cast. It shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, you should be able to
cast.
interrupt it.
No, I mean
Like you can't actually DPS the boss during that phase until he's weakened. So it's the only thing you can do. Just
But, like-
DPS the tentacles.
I mean, like if we were spread out enough that the I-beam couldn't link between us, people would just be getting one shot by claws whenever they spawned in like a group of like 3 people.
I don't mean the I-beam. I mean the giant claw tentacles. Since when it comes up, it does like 3 to 4,000 damage.
No,
and
yeah,
like
I agree.
half the
Like-
rate took the damage. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. So like yeah, in phase 2, when we're up the south, you can kind of like spread a bit. You don't want to spread too far that they'll spawn away from the raid, but you don't want to like it to hit like 15 people when it spawns.
Are you gonna ping when you get AQ20 up?
Yeah, I'll do something like that.
Like,
Yeah. Also
I
in
think
phase
that-
2, because it still does a thing with the tentacle party, and then if all the melee are south, then like half the tentacles are just not interrupted.
Yeah, I think the box is just not good in the pick. Like it should be like half the area in the
Well,
like
it's
half
part of
fucking
the
room instead
part
of
of the
like small
problem is
box.
we lose like half our melee before we get there. Unfortunately, we've lost like 3 or 4 melee on every pull.
No. We had like 10 melee at least up still in phase 2.
Yeah, no.
Ooh,
Also, I
got my
think
first
that,
customer.
I think that the
Yeah, you have like rogues, hunters, whatever, even casters. Just keep an eye out, and then when because like the tentacles are only like 45 seconds, every 45 seconds, so you don't have to like be around all the time.
yeah, so just call out when you see a tentacle go up, I guess. But also, so for the next raid, should we just have like warlocks with a fuck ton of shards in case like we end up wiping a
Yeah.
bunch, so we can just have like. Can you actually store shards in your bank? Or is there like a limit on them? Do they disappear? I don't know about warlocks though. Because a pretty good thing to do would have been like have a stone like bag or whatever shard bag ready to go and just go like TP to a town once we get on cthun and switch it out for some of the consumes.
Here's a quick question. I'm able to accept the quests for the tier gear. There's no like faction requirement.
It's written in the quest. You can pick up them, you just can't turn it in.
Can't turn it in.
Also, so the
Oh, you're right.
Ahn'Qiraj artifacts were the things you turn in when you're like at neutral, right?
Yes.
Is there a
Both.
reason to hold them on?
Because you don't get reputation for killing trash at a certain point.
But do I need the rep?
The same shit as for ZG.
Like, even though the gear stops at Honored, there's still the ring that you get from Nozdormu. Like, if you go to Tannerus and talk to him, you get a ring that you can upgrade all the way up to Exalted. It's not that great for warriors, but it's really good for, like, rogues and hunters and casters.
Oh yeah, also apparently like priests don't really need the rep, so you can turn the stuff in.
This one, right? The signet ring or the bronze?
Yeah. Yeah, but if you look at it, there's like 6 different versions of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Or 5 different versions.
Yeah.
So only if I really care about having this ring ASAP. I'm handing this shit in.
I mean, you're also going to get stuck. You're not going to get to Honored because you stop getting the rep at neutral. You're going to have to go through Friendly and Honored, only getting rep from 2 bosses.
Well, you still get the items.
Yeah, you'll still get more items, but
like when it's on progression, you need more inventory space, right? But when it's on button, you can just hold a bunch.
Yep.
I mean, well, the way I see it, it's not like ZG where it's like, yeah, I need that shoulder enchant ASAP. And so like I'll do the optimal way of doing it because I want the shoulder enchant. This is a ring I don't even care about. I mean, it's a good ring. I'd use it in PvP. Maybe I'd use it in PvP. Probably not. I probably won't use this ring.
Me
Dude, I wish I had the fucking like ability to bring the enchant match for the bracers because I couldn't use them when I got them because I was just like, well, the T2 ones enchanted have more fucking healing. So having the fucking carry cock warriors consumes.
We had a fair amount of people, I think.
Probably
They just
like
died at the
30
start of it.
30 to 32 maybe at phase 3.
I don't think it was bad. Like it was pretty good,
It
and
was really
like
good.